Howdy for Woondy Rat by Helen Lester. Poor Woondy Rat, his real name was Woondy Rat, but he couldn't pronounce his R's. To make matters worse, he was a rodent, a wodent.
What's your name, Wodney?
Wodney the Wodent.
What's another name for bunny?
Wabbit.
And how does a train travel?
Twain twevels on twain twax.
All of this teasing, day in and day out, made Wodney the shyest rodent in his elementary school. His squeak could barely be heard in class. He gnawed his lunch alone, and while the other rodents scurried and scooted about at recess, Woondy had hid inside his jacket. Then one day, as the rodents were taking turns doing wheelies, a new rodent, a very large rodent, barged into the classroom and announced,
"My name's Camellia Capricorn. I'm bigger than any of you, stronger than any of you, and smarter than any of you. So there."
With that, she accidentally on purpose elbowed an ear, bumped two ears, stepped on three tails, and laid down on a desk. Fur pricked up in fear throughout the classroom. She sure was bigger than any of them. She sure looked meaner than any of them. Was she smarter than any of them?
What is 2 plus 2?
4. Furthermore, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, and 243 plus 125 is 368.
Later, when Miss Fuzzleworth asked,
What is the capital of?
New York, Albany, population 295,594.
and during science, in answer to the question,
What is a part of a plant that is below the ground?
Root, rooty toot toot.
yep, thoughts all the other rodents, she's smarter than we are too. They felt very, very uncomfortable. Every afternoon, just before the final recess, Miss Fuzzleworth drew a name from her hat to see who would be the leader for their favorite game, Simon Says. She scrunched her eyes closed and jingled the hat. Would it be Hairy Hamster, Mini Feet Mouse, Grizzly Fizz, Guinea Pig? Could it be Mean, Spark, Big, Camellia Capybara? Miss Fuzzleworth's paws reached in and pulled out the name of Woondy Rat. The bell rang, there was a wild scurry for the door, and Camellia Capybara was the first of the playground, having to trample the rest in her path. To Woondy, she looked especially scary. What would she do when she heard him speak? Breathe Capybara's breath in his face, or tie him up in his own tails? Or even pounce on him? The tiny, trembling leader of the game stood before the eager players, his head well inside his jacket, and squeaked,
Wodney says, read the sign.
P.S. 142 Elementary School for Rodents.
Camellia began pulling up weeds around the sign and wildly flinging them hither and yon till she would clear up her teeth in dirt. The other rodents began to smile.
Wodney says, wrap your paws around your head.
He pecked a little peek out of his jacket and saw a womp womp whippity slappity womp. Camellia was whopping her paws around her head so hard she became dizzy and had to sit down. The other rodents couldn't help giggling.
Wodney says, wing around the rosy.
Camellia put her arms out like wings and made an airplane. But where was the woozy? What was a woozy? By now, Wodney's voice was stronger and his head was entirely out of his jacket.
Wake the leaves.
Nobody moved.
Wodney says, wake the leaves.
While Harry, Mini Feet, and Grizzly Frizz and the others busied themselves raking, Camellia Capybara grabbed one leaf.
Wake up! Come on, wake up! Up! Rise and shine! Who?
By now, all the other rodents were squeaking with laughter, all but Camellia, who frowned.
The stupid leaves, they won't wake up.
Why was everyone laughing at her, she thought. Such bullies. In a voice so strong he had to hold his own ears, Wodney called,
Go west.
The rodents collapsed in a happy heap for a rest. Go west. Camellia Capybara felt very smart that she could really tell directions by the sun and said,
Alright, go west I shall go.
Once she stopped, forever she was gone, and from that day on, the pupils of PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents never teased Wodney again. He was their hero.
Wodney, what? Woody, woody, toot, toot.